Hang on, did I say that you should start in full screen? There we go. All right. I guess we can't play the game then. And play this instead. Okay, it looks and sounds good so far. I dig the sound design. And the graphical design reminds me a bit of the Metro series. I have to yawn way too much, I'm sorry. That's interesting. If this menu is poorly programmed. Oops. Because when I click on play, it's not in slot 1, it's by default on back. So I can mash the button or anything. Anyhow, I'd say let's start. Slot 1, 0%.
That's me there, having that moment of regret that hits a man right before the ground hits him, right before death. When your bygones are really gone and you've made 1,000 wishes for a different ending.
Didn't know it had a
Don't worry about
narrator.
me though. This is just a dream, a vision. It's been haunting me now for the past 6 months.
You might say it's a little nightmare.
Wouldn't be much of a surprise to anyone that knows me, myself included. Perhaps you would agree. Here's my story. My name is Timothy Bluth. Here I am rowing towards the X-Zone. A beaten man, a drunk, some say, with a dead daughter and an ex-wife who would rather me dead than alive. I'm a private eye, a sleuth. I was hired to track down Scott Denton, a wealthy businessman who was last seen heading this way. Why anyone would want to head to the X-Zone is beyond me. I mean, I could see it back in the day, back when these islands were still normal, back when the sun still shone here, back before things went dark.
I kinda like the voice. Mysterious spate of rain and fog engulf the Pearl Islands, Storm Palm Islands. Woman down to what? I forgot. People vanish. Pearl Islands, mystery deepens. Fog, pain reappear. People disappear. Pearl Islands dubbed X zone off limits to public. Decade later, X zone continues to yield no answers. Millionaire businessman missing. Right, I'm here. I'm this goofy looking fella with a right hand is orange. Oops. If I press X, then this happens. Nice sound design. This shouldn't happen. Do you hear that? This doesn't get a point in my book. You climb the chains differently than in Inside and Limbo. I'm used to do the fast climb strat here. But this is some nice camera work. and actual sound blending. Nice lighthouse. Hello. Hello, human. Press action button to advance. What is the action button? Do I have to read that out for you? Do you like lambs? I'm sorry, I'm not good at reading stuff to you right now. I'm still a bit salty that Little Nightmares didn't start. Can't reach that green button up ahead, or what? Press jump a second time there. You can double jump, nice. You even have a jetpack to make a logical explanation on why you can double jump, that's nice. You can also not jump while you're ducking. This looks like a first puzzle. Graphics remind me a bit of Trine, to be honest. What is this? Whee. Oh, that's also nice. Look at this. Did that really slip through QA right there? Or did they just say, okay, this doesn't break the game, we're not fixing this? Okay, I can...
I took this case as a way of hiding from the pain caused by my daughter's death. It's been years now, and I still see her everywhere, even on these rain-soaked islands. This businessman, I couldn't find a lick of dirt on the fella. So what the hell was he doing out here? No one enters the X Zone. Sure, this place used to be beautiful. The Pearl Islands, they call it. The kind of place you take your family for a long weekend. The kind of place you go to let your troubles breeze away, instead of chasing them down like reckless filibuster. But this place hasn't seen the sun for over a decade. Not since the poisonous storm rolled in and swallowed it whole.
That's what I just did. Hang on, I will get an apple real quick and be back. So I think I should make myself a tea. Oh. Cutie, look at the game I'm playing. If I take a drink, what happens? I go like, whoa. Oh no. I can jump higher. Speed tech.
These crates have the businessman's company logo on them. It's not much to go on, but it does link the businessman to the X Zone. And it certainly gives me enough to keep moving on.
What is this? Piece of floating wood in the air. Nice. Now it's stuck.
Another blackout. It's been almost a week since my last. Not bad. Just another lovely side effect of the drink.
No! No! Can I... Hang on, if this is a Unity game, there might be possible meme moddage. Oh, this is the daughter again.
I could have swore I just saw my daughter in that fog.
Physics and inside are a bit more versatile than this. What? This is Donkey Kong.
The absinthe is burning through me now. I'm quickly reminded of why I drink absinthe. It's the only thing I have left that makes me feel alive.
So you drink absinthe all the
Tiny
time when
spark
you...
of what things once were. What
when
they
you
used
take
to
a sip.
be. Is that really such a bad thing to want?
By the way, if Little Nightmares doesn't get patched by the time I finish this game, and which is highly unlikely, I might have to I might do a very special continuation of the stream. One you can actually look forward to. Okay, I'm reading this now. Hello. The blind Darcy is its name. You seem calm for having run into a giant creature with horns. You think so? It's easy. Hang on, he's got a Texan accent. Easy being calm when you know when you I can't do this. You know that what you're seeing is not real. Ah, yes, right. You think I am just an illusion caused by that little drink of yours. I suppose you don't think the man in the tower is real either. Man in the tower? Nobody. Here, if I'm not real, then I imagined you could probably just walk right through me. And I... Ha ha! That tickles.
Okay, well, no two ways about it. That was weird.
I like this premise. Hello, I'm a robot. It's nice to meet you. Yeah, I know. We've already met, buddy. Oh, right. You're the guy from Egypt that likes spaghetti and juggling. No, that's... I have no clue who that is. Oh. Hey, if you've seen a man come here... I can't do an American accent, I'm sorry. Have you seen a man come by here? Chubby fella in a suit. Nope, haven't seen him. Will you be my friend? Sorry, buddy. I like being alone with my drink. Plus, I'm too busy investigating a disappearance to be making friends. Okay, have a nice day. Oh, look how sad he is. Are you actually faster if you jump all the time?
She was a ball of energy. My ex-wife had a good way of putting it. Spirited. She was a spirited little girl.
Dude, I just touched that. Come on. Also, nice death animation, as in you don't even... Alright, I guess I'm supposed to go down here. So what's up there first? Let's check this out. I like the premise of this game and the presentation and art style. That's one very strange looking tree. You see something etched into the side of the tree. It reads, Robot Love Lamp. Is the tree the robot love lamp? But a few things here and there could have been a bit more polished. Like the controls feel super wishy-washy and
well, I couldn't find a
not
whole lot
super
on this
tight.
businessman. It's not like he was a square. He didn't seem the type to run the straight and narrow. Perhaps he got caught up into something. Something bad. Something ugly.
No. Mm. Seesaw puzzle. Hmm. Oh, hey, daughter. Oh. I see. If you take a sip of absinthe, she will appear and show you a hint of the solution of the puzzle. Nice. I just saw the green box up there. Or the green button. This is like exactly the same shade of green, which is the green of ammo boxes in Killing Floor 2. So I thought there was an ammo box of Killing Floor 2 lying up there. Oh. Oh, I have to find this game pretty awesome. Yeah, as I said, I really like the atmosphere and the presentation and the graphics, but the gameplay is just so weird and the controls are imprecise. That's a huge turnoff for me. But otherwise, I like the overall idea of this game. Innocent feelings buried behind a wall of nightmares, as in a wall of little nightmares.
Hey,
Oh, nice.
floating stones. That's something you don't see every day. Probably just the drink giving me more reason.
I like this. When you turn that, your lamp actually will shine on the background. You can see it.
These flags remind me of the first date I ever went on with my wife. Boy, was she a looker. It was a blind date. I met her at a little cafe on the water. It was a windy day. I made my way around the corner and the first thing I saw was her hair, dancing with the wind. For me, it was love at first sight. For her, well, for her it was just sight. As I made my way up the bridge, I could see that something wasn't right. It was the businessman's steamship. It was parked, running idle. I could see a slumped form crumpled over a crate. You could tell the life had run out of him.
Robot, what happened here? All I know is that he shot himself. I saw it.
Sure, the robot's a nice enough fella and all, but there's something he's not telling me. It's very clear that this man did not kill himself. Hell, there ain't even a murder weapon nearby. This robot is hiding something.
You're telling me that this man killed himself? Yes, it's true. Robot, come on, it's clear that this man did not kill himself. Who did this to him? What does it matter? You solved the case. You should go now. Do you know of a man in the tower? There is no man in that tower. Here, I can help you load this man into a boat so you can head back to the city. No thanks, robot. This doesn't smell right. But you can leave now. The case is over. Sorry, buddy. I gotta push on. Are these real? Or are these just illusions as well? Hang on, that was... Whee! That's nice. Whee! It's like skiing a bit. It's a cool background.
I know what you're thinking. I already found the missing businessman. What the hell am I still doing in the X Zone? It ain't exactly the happiest place on Earth. The skinny of it is that I've got nothing to lose. And there are too many unanswered questions. Is there a man in the tower? Is he the one that killed the businessman? Why is he here? Could he be connected to all those disappearances 10 years ago? Does this robot really love lamps? I wanted all these answers. And my flask was still half full, not half empty.
I don't know, what is if you, during these cutscenes, just stand on the bridge? Would you still advance in the right time? I like the art style of this. This looks great. Ah! Is there only one? Why does the thunder come before the lightning? That's cool. Okay, you can jump different jump heights. So far, I have not encountered any real puzzles, to be honest.
Hell on earth, this wretched rain. I wish my daughter was with me. She had a way of making everything brighter. She died some years back. I used to bring her here with my wife. Those were better days, brighter days. It seems fitting now that the only thing I bring with me this time is a drink. It's all I have left, and it fits this vile place well.
This animation right there doesn't look smooth. Hang on, this. It's like he's shaking back and forth without moving his arms or anything. Yeah. Look at this. It's the little things. Okay, and now I'm dead. And now I respawned like 5,000 years. Very bold. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just... you have to know, I'm a very, very criticizing person. I criticize everything, everywhere. But I don't mean it as a bad, mean fashion. I just try to get a perspective for what I'm playing. And I think about what could be done better. And I think about why I don't like a specific thing about a game. That's why I'm talking out loud if I don't like something. This is not to deformate the game, because as I said, I do like the overall art style and presentation, but other things. That's cool. They even gave him. It's not your game, you know. Yeah, but I mean, some people get really, really defensive when you criticize games that they love. I used to be one of those
Our daughter was a beauty, just
a
like
few
her
years
mother.
back.
Hair as bright as the sun and eyes that sparkled like the blue of the sea.
Press action button to control cannon, up, down to move cannon, jump to power, and then jump to shoot. What? This feels out of place a bit. Oh no, that's not gonna work. Oh. No! What is this? Now I can't reach back up there. Oh, I can if I really, really want to. Did they record this with real instruments? Because that sounds almost. Alright, let's. The death animations look super duper uninspired. It's. Chainsaws! No, saw blades, I mean. Where? Oh, spikes, what the funk? Ouch. Ah! Okay.
Blackouts are something I've gotten used to. It's the headaches that still surprise me with their spite.
Oh, nice. This is Flappy Bird! Nice, okay. This is a bit like a Flappy Bird clone right there. I thought I was supposed to land there for a second. Almost crashed. I like this musical montage, or what you might call it. It's nice music. Gameplay not too challenging at the moment though. Okay. There we are. Oh, the music is over. I like that piece. Blackout again.
My ex-wife was a wonderful mother. I admired the hell out of the way she cared for a little girl. Only second to the way she once cared for me.
This is just like Hard Route. Oh, come on. Why did you not grab the freaking platform? Aww. I mean, who the hell gets the idea to implement a death mechanic that doesn't even change anything in the sound? It doesn't even make a noise. I'm just wondering because it doesn't fit. At least some or some or some something like this. Or sound. Something where you know, okay. Right, let's play the safe, no speed strats. Alright, having had a few lessons in Unity, it's not too hard to put a filter, an audio filter on the sounds of the object. So if you hear the saws, it's like in Limbo, it's a good idea to have the frequencies open up to a higher resolution or to a higher frequency hertz number, the closer you to the saw, so you can think, okay, now I can't get any closer. But it's really hard to estimate it with the quite washy controls. So the saws, they sound out of place, they sound like they're not really there. So it's like a purring cat. These things are menacing, dude. They should make... This is... I don't know, am I allowed to touch the smoke? I'm not sure what I'm allowed to touch or not. Press action button to control cannon, up, down. Alright, okay, come on. We just had the freaking cannon. I don't need to know the instruction again. Ugh. Yay. I don't even know how many cannonballs I need. Okay.
It almost feels like something is watching me.
This is so inspired by the eye of Star Wars in Star Wars Return of the Jedi. The one in front of Jabba's palace.
These islands have definitely become more dangerous. That's something even the drink can't hide.
Do they sink? No, they don't. Nice, same sound effect every time. Why do they let us do the sound design by 8th graders? This is embarrassing. What do I think so far? It's a worthy speed game. I don't know yet. I think this is more a game that you enjoy for the story as opposed to the gameplay. And apart from that, I already said it in the Limbo Discord to Alyssa. She also asked if I wanted to speedrun Little Nightmares. I do think that my speed game repertoire already has enough of short indie games that have no real impressive skips in them, and I would prefer to move on to something different, and this is why I would like to learn Majora's Mask, because this game has actually sequence breaks. It has logical roots that derive from the intended route of what the developers wanted to do, and it uses glitches to proceed. This is what I really find fascinating, and this is why I want to learn that game. And of those games that you can linearly just play through and be good at, I mean, I've run 140, Limbo, Inside My Radio, Inside now also, and the Swapper. I need something new. But I do think that this can be fun to.
Just done let up here. It rained the day my daughter died, and since that day, the rain has stopped speaking to me.
That it can have some interesting potential where you do things in one cycle and stuff, especially with the saws. But ooh, I like this with the upside down trees. But considering that it's really hard to tell how far are you from death. This is a kind of precision that you might need when you speedrun the game, but
the hand of God, perhaps? More likely the hand of absence.
But I think if you speedrun the game, then you will also get a feeling for the death traps. Oh, I didn't see that this is a trampoline. Nice thunder the moment I... Whoa, Donkey Kong! Donkey Kong Country this time. Oh, have I just wasted... Oh no, I can double jump again after jumping with this. Good. You did run this game very casually since you loved the stir in the atmosphere, which is the same reason that Yeah! Well... Limbo has less of a story to tell than more of an atmosphere, but this game tells a story. I mean, if you want to see one of my favorite short films that also looks deceivingly a lot like Limbo, watch this one here. It's The Mysterious Geographic Explorations of Jasper Morello. This short film is on YouTube. It's just, I don't know, 20 minutes long. But it's a really good one. It was supposed to be a trilogy or even a quadrilogy, but unfortunately the creator ran out of funding. As a matter of fact, I even own that movie on DVD. That short film. It was only released in Oceania and in Australia and New Zealand. But a friend of mine, she went to Australia and she could get her hands on the DVD for me, so she brought it with her to me. Oh, hey, robot. Robot. Oh, no, it's a robot. What are you doing here? I was looking for a lamp. A lamp. You really are in love with a lamp. Did you know that robots poop? Some of the things you say leave me flabbergasted. What? Flabbergasted? Wow, thank you. Not a compliment. Detective? Yes? Do you have any family? Not really. Used to have a daughter, but she died. I'm sorry, detective. Oh, how I wish I could have a family. Then I would have friends. I'm your friend, robot. Just don't kiss any lambs in front of me or poop in my yard. Since we are friends, can we go fishing? I'm busy right now, but I'll take you fishing someday, buddy. I promise. Okay, bye.
Fishing? Really? What kind of robot wants to go fishing? He's a strange one, that robot. But I suppose all the best people are.
That's what I wonder. Why they have good voice acting, but you still have to. There's still a lot of written text in there. The rock looks a bit like an arm. The branch there. Now there's.
Cemeteries never used to bother me. My ex-wife and I used to take walks in the cemetery near her home when we first met. So peaceful, so quiet. Nowadays, though, cemeteries just anger me. I've never been able to visit my daughter's grave. I just can't do it. I can't. People have said that it would bring me closure. I found my closure. The absinthe. And if that stays true, then I'm certain to see my grave before I see my daughter's. That's how it should be anyway.
Is this Kim Jong-un? What? Here lies Benjamin Sir Dragon Reichstein, who only killed 17 women and children in the steam wars of 1749. What?
Sure, I know I got a problem with drinking, but why quit? At this point, I have no one left worth quitting for. Some would say that I need to quit to save myself. I can say with great confidence that the last person worth saving is myself.
Here lies Jimmy Kraftwurm G. Is this a German game? Who wanted to be neither seen nor heard.
My wife Holly left me about 5 years ago, not long after I'd taken to the bottle. She said it was because she couldn't handle watching me drink myself to death. But deep down I know she blames me. Who could blame her? I should have been there that day. Instead I was working overtime on a case worth scat. I had told my daughter I'd make it up to her. I haven't. I couldn't. It was the last time we spoke.
You're really happy that I played the game right now. I'm glad to make you happy. I'm still very salty that Little Nightmares just decides to crash on my... It's a Kleinod. Decides to crash on my system. Just because my processor isn't super
Jumping right
new.
into the face of death. Real or not, that's something I won't soon forget.
I think this game, I don't quite understand who worked on that, because the main character and the backgrounds, they sometimes don't go together. They're just after the cemetery in this part before, or the rocks in the foreground, they look super good, but the character looks strange in comparison and out of place, really. And I am really digging the music.
I can't blame
I'm
her.
really digging the music right now.
My wife, that is. Not after what I'd become, what I'd turned into.
Whee! Yeah, the music is good. I agree on that. That's why it's a shame that the sound design is really subpar. Is that adaptive? The portamento there. A few times. Oh wow. Oh, that's harsh. Am I running in circles or anything? What? Alright, without the awesome music in the background, this part is a bit boring, lengthy. Oh, and I really do have to slide down all of the slides again. Nice. We are back, okay. See you soon. Frame rate drops like a beast. Stream is stable, solid as a rock though.
Light as a feather, stiff as
Oh.
a... Well, as Denton, I suppose.
No. What? Don't tell me I have to go through all of that again. No way! No, developers, that's not good game design. No, this is bad. I'm sorry. This is really, really bad. If you're going for an atmospheric game where the essence is to experience it. Experience the surroundings and the story and everything in your playthroughs. It loses effect if you have to do the same thing again, which was just meant to be experienced in a narrative way. If you die, and that death there... What? Why? Why did he not jump? Okay, this is getting ridiculous. Hello? I am crouching. Okay. Yeah, I mean, if you're supposed to experience it, the intended effect is lost if you are forced to experience the same thing multiple times after a not after a death that was not unpreventable. No, that was not preventable. Hang on, that was not unpreventable. And that death where I just fell in there was absolutely not unpreventable. The scene was quite interesting and awesome the first time I went through, with the very good background music. But now for the fifth time I need to do this because I did just one misstep. It's getting boring, stupid, and no, this is bad game design, I'm sorry. I mean, even me as a person who has never even developed a game and who hasn't even studied game design or anything, even I know that you don't do that. There we go.
It's funny, you know, how you live your whole life without this little person, this little light. It's not till they're shining in your life that you realize you've been living your whole world dark. It's been hard to find my way since that light went out. In the dark, it seems my only friend is the drink. The absinthe.
Another Flappy Bird episode. Maybe this one is harder than the first. It is. Now that's a death sound. It's a bit generic, but at least... Hang on, what's that from the battery? Library. Kind of sounds familiar, but whatever. At least it makes a sound. It doesn't just go... The screen doesn't just go blank. Oh, that's interesting. You can also drink while on the airship. Ah, these are checkpoints, okay. Also, nice the foreground blocks the side path and I don't know how to estimate my, my force here. I don't know if that's intended, but if it is, then it is a dick move of artificial difficulty. Oh, that's nice.
In a sense, these caves are a reflection of what I've become. Dark and hollow.
Hi. Hi, wow, this absinthe is really starting to throw me for a loop. Absinthe? What's that? It's a drink, it's nothing. Do you know of a man in a tower? Yes, of course, the professor. Professor Bozeman. Or Bozeman. This professor, what's he all about? He's a weak man, driven by all the wrong things. And what about those things? What would those things be, Mr. Cave Creature? Things you wouldn't understand. Things you won't find in that drink of yours. You'd be surprised. So would I. It doesn't look after you? That's a bit of a bummer. I mean, not
Being
after,
high
but...
was never my dream, never my intent. The drink snuck in on me, made me forget, made
Doesn't
me
keep
lose my
its
way
eyes on you.
in a labyrinth of pain. And I didn't really care to get out. It's cold here. The kind of cold that burns your fingers. It matches the dead I feel inside, while at the same time being that vicious reminder that I'm still here. I'm still alive. Like that Denton must have felt before the warmth slid away. Time between blackouts is getting shorter. Not a good sign. Unless it is.
Oops. I totally thought the background was the foreground and these were actually the foreground. Huh. Nice cylinders. didn't anticipate. What? What did he say? What? What are you supposed to be? Who? Me? Yes, you. I mean, you're a hallucination, but what are you? Me? Never mind, let's start over. Do you know about a man in a tower? Me? No. But I do know of a man in a tower. Right. Do you know of the man in the tower? Do you know of the man in the tower? What can you tell me about him? Well, I'm not sure about him, but I know of a man in a tower. He has a machine like no other. What is he using this machine for? Some say the machine keeps him alive, eternal. But that's not something you would care about. Living forever? You're right there. Do you mind if I slide down your back? Who, me? I'd be honored.
Things are really starting to get weird now. Am I getting closer to the tower or the madness? That answer is neither ahead or in head. My wife and I were in the process of buying our first home when my daughter passed away. Beautiful house on a hill, just outside the city, complete with a windmill and a tree swing. The girls were so excited about it. Yeah, just another uncaptured memory.
Oh, nice. It's a village. Is that where the man in the tower lives? Is that the tower? The village of the tower where the man lives in? That's an airship. What? Okay. What is going on? Oh, there's a robot again. If there was something, I didn't see it. Robot. Hi, detective. I'm sorry. I lied about the businessman's death. So, you know who killed him? I do. It was the man in the tower. He will kill you too. I'm begging you. You have to leave these islands. I can't. I haven't been completely honest with you either. My daughter didn't actually die. What? She's not dead? Well, she might not be. She disappeared a decade ago, along with everyone else who was on these islands. I was supposed to be with her that day. You won't find her, detective. She's long gone, just like all the others. I have to push on. I know it's hard, but you have to leave. You should get help with your drinking addiction. Addiction? What the hell do you know about addiction? Nothing. That's harsh.
What the hell does that idiot robot know about alcohol addiction? He has
Welcome
no
back, cutie.
idea what pain is. It's true. My daughter was on these islands the day that everyone disappeared. She was here on a school trip, a trip that I was supposed to be on with her. I think about that day often. It haunts me. Could I have stopped whatever happened? Could I have saved my little girl?
The crouching mechanic is, as of yet, unnecessary pretty much. It was used once and never again. I love
I'm
this
sure
art
this
style
is
here.
just another fun illusion the drink is gifting me.
What?
I'd prefer half-naked mermaids, but the drink runs things nowadays. And I'm just along for the ride.
I wouldn't mind half-naked mermaids, to be honest.
The windmills feel like moving parts of a much bigger machine. What could that machine be?
Nice clip.
Things were really making less and less sense. Could this really be all from the absinthe? I have heard rumors of strange things that overtook these islands when the storms rolled in 10 years ago. No doubt, the Tower Man has something to do with this. But who knows if he is even real? Who knows if any of this is real?
This looked like almost like it was intended. What? Who? Oh, that's me. Hi, how's this look like? How is this like looking into a mirror? If that's the case, then I'm sure you will look away soon. You seem as real as the hat on my head. Perhaps I am real? No chance. But you tell me anything about the man in the tower? Of course. It's a machine out there that he uses to stay alive. The machine is powered by the souls of all the people that disappeared here 10 years ago. He's using the souls in his machine? They are trapped? No less trapped than you. Me? Yes, me.
Ha! Now I've seen it all. Myself included.
Can really see myself in this game.
I have just one reminder of my old stuffed bunny. Everything else went with my ex-wife who was thrown out in rage. My daughter, she loved that bunny. She was supposed to have had it that day she disappeared. We searched high and low for it that morning. I found it the next day, sitting on her bed where it always was. Part of me wants to throw it out. But much like it brought her comfort then, it brings me comfort now.
Is that the man in the tower or the guy with the cylinder? Oh, I thought I could maybe.
What the hell? Floating buildings? Seems the only thing the drink can't help me hide from is the madness. The madness it creates. I don't know what the hell is going on. It seems the deeper I get into all this, the more strange things become. Is this me? Is this the drink? Is it the tower man? Is it the rain? I need some clarity. And to do that, I gotta pitch the bottle. And that scares me more than anything I might find ahead. If I can't face myself,
Is this the tower?
How the hell am I gonna get out of here?
So it wants you to drink to climb up faster here. But the story actually tells you to not drink at all anymore. Is there like a sober ending if you don't do any drink in the game, by the way? No, don't tell me just yet.
I often wish I had the courage to go running back to my ex-wife. She deserves better than a lost drunk. I hope she's found it.
Robot, you're hurt. What happened? The man on top of the tower, he had me destroyed. Why did he do this? He sent me to kill you, but I couldn't do it. When he found I hadn't, he broke me. I will get him, Robot. He will pay for this. I'm sorry about saying that. You had a drinking problem. Don't be. It's true. Just as the tower man has broken you, the drink has broken me. I don't think I can be fixed. Wrong. I think you can. Hang in there, Robot. No, Robot. No.
Robot wouldn't hurt a soul. He's better than most men. I'd even call him a friend at this point. Why would somebody do this to him?
Forget the damn cannon instruction again. Now it doesn't pop up, but the first 2 times it did. Okay. Oh, what do I have to do? Oh, wrong. Oh, no. Oh, not too wrong. No, let's try it like this.
There wasn't much of a plan in my head. With all the reflection, sadness, and drinking, I wasn't even sure if the tower I was standing on was even real. But I knew something had to stop, and that this tower man was beyond evil. I had to reach the top. I had to free my daughter.
Come on! The funk? What happens if I push the button? No. Hey Howie, what's up? Do I have to do this? I don't know if I have to. It seems like a weird plot twist. That I was the evil man the whole time. The music is amazing though. I really like it. But I don't know if it's rather linear or if it's actually adaptive. This game looks disturbing. It is. I was actually about to stream Little Nightmares, but my processor is currently not supported for this game. The game keeps crashing. And until they fix that, I cannot play Little Nightmares, so I had to go with Spate instead. What is this? Hey, Yej. Ah, yes, detective. I would say that I was expecting you, to be honest, but I didn't think you would make it this far. Call it a pleasant surprise, if you will. Nope. And who are you? I'm just a man left with only one choice. And what choice is that? To stay alive, of course. My beautiful machine makes that possible. Yeah, but at what cost? Is life really worth living if you're attached to a huge machine all the time? You're one to talk, detective. And what about all the innocent souls that you've trapped? Innocent souls? Do you really believe in such a silly thing? Your daughter is gone, detective. It's just a piece of logic now. Destroying my machine won't bring her back. You fool! No! And it was me the whole time, or what? This reminds me of the movie 9.
As I made my way toward the ledge, I pondered all that had happened. Her soul is free now. Free with all the other people that were lost on these islands. That's something. But it doesn't fix the broken man.
Yeah, how many people have the same problem.
The fact is, my daughter is gone. My wife is gone. All I have left is this vile addiction. And a choice.
Press jump if you would like to take a swig of absinthe. Press action if you would like to ponder things further. What if I press action? Oh wow. No speedrun, no thanks. He's denying alcohol right now, which is a good thing, I guess. That tree looks a bit like bow tree. Is that an epilogue or is it like the prologue? Oh, is it like telling the beginning? I will give you a verdict of the game after I've seen the credits or the epilogue or whatever it is. Oh yeah. Let's see. Hmm. And it's in color at last. Okay, how many endings are there to this game? Is there any change if I don't take a sip of absinthe? Is there any change if I do not destroy Mike Resnick? That music is really good. Is there two endings? Is there only the one ending if I throw the absinthe and if I jump? Yeah, orchestra. I knew that this was not Budapest Scoring Orchestra. I knew that this was not a orchestra library because that sounded way too real. Dude, they had like the whole team for the music is bigger than the whole team they had for the game design and the programming, I guess. Anyway, I've literally just finished it. How did I like it? I think I enjoyed it for what it was, or for what it tried to be. But I think the game didn't quite become what it wanted to be, and the gameplay just wasn't fleshed out. The controls were muddy. The deaths were uninspired. I mean, the death sequence, the checkpoints were strange at times. I mean, that one part where you slide down the waterfalls. I died there like 5 times and I was always respawned at the beginning of the waterfalls. This just destroyed the game's actual purpose. That's not good design if it does that. Are these Kickstarter backers? So the writing was, well, I still don't know about the man in the tower. Is it just an illusion? Is it myself? Is it who am I fighting? It's not every question is answered. But I did like the voice acting was good. I didn't understand why they had voice actors. Kappa. There's somebody. Why they had voice actors for the narration but none for the dialogues. This is sad. IO games, okay. But yeah, it's... Whoops. That's a sudden change of music. I enjoyed the experience, but I don't think that I really want to invest so much time into playing it again. Because comparing it with Limbo, for example, Limbo is perfected package. Limbo is a game with gameplay elements and puzzles and stuff, and these puzzles are integrated into the narrative design of the game. So even though we don't know what the game tries to tell us in the end, but there is some narration. The controls of Limbo are super good. You might feel that they have slightly laggy, but you always know what the boy does and why he does it and stuff like this. And this game I didn't like its controls, and that's a bit... For a speed game, I think the controls have to be absolutely superb to even get in consideration. Here I would feel like accidentally dying to a saw blade because I didn't realize I was near enough already to die. Also, I think this game was very good in the narration part, and as I said, the music was excellent. The music was really good, and it was recorded by a real orchestra. That's what you hear. That was not just somebody putting around some VSL instruments. No, that was a real orchestra, and that's, yeah, you heard that. But on the other hand, this is the experience, much like the so-called walking simulators. The gameplay felt incoherent to me. There were suddenly parts where you could control a super awfully controllable cannon. I mean, it would have been way better if you approached it, pressed A, held down A, loaded the shot, and then let go of the ball. The ball flew like it was, I don't know, the gravity of somewhere around the moon. Super slow and not shot with much force. So these cannon puzzles, they felt boring in a way, and there were 3 of them randomly. The ducking mechanic was absolutely... You can just throw that out of the game because it's useless. You need it like once. You even get a tooltip for it. I'm not a fan of tooltips, by the way. Tutorials and tooltips are things that do not belong in games, in my opinion. So in the beginning, I didn't know what this game wanted to be to me in a gameplay sense. And then I just settled with, okay, the game just wants to be a narrative experience, which is fine. I out myself right now. I'm a huge fan of Dear Esther. Yes, I am. But then it tried to become a gameplay-based game again, and then not, and then I died, and then I respawned like 500 billion yards before. Yeah, that makes the whole package incoherent. Which is sad, because I think this game had the potential to be something impressive and good, but it just felt subpar on too many levels. I think I would barely recommend this game. I would recommend it for the experience that it is. Like, this is maybe a 6 out of 10 game for me. It's not bad, but it could have been so much better, and it's not fully thought to the end, especially in the gameplay aspect. Controls. You don't think the controls are that bad? I don't know. I think they felt slow, not unresponsive, but well, they were responsive. They did act when I pressed something and pushed something. That's cool, but they were not really good programmed into the game. But who am I to say this? I have never programmed controls. However, what I have programmed was sound effects into a Unity engine project. And that, my friends, what the sound designer allowed themselves in this game is ridiculous. But I'm not getting into that. I'm nitpicky because I'm listening to the sound effects every time. Overall, I enjoyed it. Thank you for recommending this to me, Cutie. And I finally played through it. That has been lurking around in my Steam backlog for ages. But it has quite many flaws that kept me from fully enjoying it. Like, for example, the 2 passages where the 2 Flappy Bird passages. Why? Why were those necessary? They didn't add up anything to the narration. except for that part where he talks about the caves. And secondly, they didn't really merge into the gameplay of the game. So maybe this game could be a lot shorter if you cut out a lot and just keep the narrative parts in and make maybe some puzzles here and there stay and reprogram some of the checkpoints. But I don't want to bitch around. As I said, I'm always a person that talks about the negative a lot and doesn't talk about the positive. It's not full of gameplay. Yeah, I mean, parts where you walk without any dialogue in the background and without any gameplay on screen. Maybe it was just because I respawned. I still remember the freaking slide is super annoying. Because who the heck knows that they have to jump to the right to reach the button? Yeah, but cool. The soundtrack, as I said, the soundtrack was super good. Is the soundtrack available on Steam? I might even buy that right now. Oh no, it's not. That's sad. And the graphics, the overall graphics design was also amazing. I like that. I like the atmosphere of the game, and I like the music, amazing, and I liked other things. But as a game, I thought it was... it felt unfinished, unpolished. Which is sad because it had potential, in my opinion. Installed, okay. Alright, there is not an update for Little